you all have a lot of questions related to board exams, related to prelims, related to just everything in general. Right now, I am not equipped to answer those questions because even we don't have clarity as teachers. All we know is till 31st Jan, the schools are going to remain closed. Apart from that, all the details we don't know about it, and we will, as soon as we get to know, we'll keep you updated. We don't want to give you information that is not true, and we don't want to give you half information. So we're going to stick to not giving you any information which is a gossip, right? So I move forward now? Right. So we were studying political parties since past 2 classes, and we're going at tortoise speed, right? The reason we're going at tortoise speed is because this chapter is very, very important, not just for you. I've started the recording, Lakshmi. Thank you. Not just for you acing your examination, but also as citizens, you should be aware of these things, because in future you will be the one who will be vote makers, right? You are going to be the public that's going to vote. So where are you voting? For whom are you voting? For which power are you voting? What are your other options? Are some things that should be very clear to you. Okay, as a student they weren't clear to me, and that's why maybe the first 2 times I voted, I wasn't very clear about who I'm voting. So I don't want you all to face that. It can be embarrassment, or it can, I don't know, that misinformation. So I'm going very slow with this chapter, right? I hope you all are understanding this chapter. Can you please type a yes on the chat or a no, dependent on whether you are understanding this chapter or not? Thank you all. I am so happy to see so many yeses. It just makes me really happy that even in this distance we're able to communicate to each other and able to understand these things, right? Without further ado, उमा तुम कितनी क्लास आए हो जो तुम यस लिख रहे हो, बट चलो लिख दिया, कोई बात नहीं. Okay, the first question I have for you, and I really want you to think about this question and answer on everyone. What is the power of democracy? Really think it through. Think about what all we have studied about democracy, and you have 1 minute to think about it and respond. What do you think is the main power of democracy? Let's take 1 minute. Let's think to ourselves and respond on everyone. Each answer will be respected. Democracy की शक्ति कहाँ lie करती है? Right? So we're thinking about this question and we are answering this question, Gulnaz. What is the power of democracy? Can we refrain from giving one-word answers? Can we write sentences and explain our answer? Right to choose our own representative. Can I ask you to think further, Ankit, that how does right to choose our own representative, like how is that helpful to us? How is that the power of democracy? Can you please respond? What is it different from? What are its advantages? Think about it and respond, right? You have 30 more seconds. I'm counting, right? Having the right to do anything and not having a curfew on anything. So the feeling of freedom. Amazing, Ajit. So that's a very well thought of answer. Akash says voters are the power of democracy because they have the power to elect their representative. All right. So you feel valued, right? I will just write Akash's answer on group chat. Please, everyone, send your answers on group chat. Everyone, according to me, they have the power to make the area clean, banish corruption. Just the problem is that everyone don't have knowledge of this power. Can everyone please type on everyone, right? President gives us opportunity to vote and we think like freedom, right? So we have a lot about ownership, about the fact that as citizens we do have some sort of power. Along with that, we have some sort of freedom. We can choose to do whatever we want to do. Along with that, as voters, we have the right to select our representatives, right? What, according to me, is the power of democracy is, let's wait for other people to first respond. Okay, can rest of you please respond? What is the power of democracy? Nidhi, गुलनाज, उमर, तुम बहुत एक्टिव थे, यस लिख रहे थे बहुत तेज तेज, चलो बताओ. अभिषेक, आदित्य मिश्रा, महमूद, रितेश, respond please. What is the power of democracy? Pradum says election and representation. Democracy is a power to choose a representative and make their union. All right. उसको बोल दे मुझे गरम पानी दे दे. All right. So there's a lot of conversation around election, around representation, around freedom, around the fact that we have a lot of ownership as citizens, right? So I understand and I really value each and everything. But when I say that the power of democracy lies in unpredictability, can you tell me what do I mean by that? If I say that power of democracy lies in its unpredictability, that it's unpredictable, can you elaborate? Can you think of examples when you think of this term? Unpredictable. How is democracy unpredictable? And why does the power lie in this word? Let's think, let's see if we can make sense of this term. Can we all type on chat? Nidhi, can you please respond? Why do you think I am saying that democracy is unpredictable? Dilip, I know what it means that we can't predict future. Can you give me examples where India as a democracy has proven to be unpredictable? Any common people can be a leader who's ineligible? No. You can't be a leader if you're not eligible, but you can be a leader. Okay, Dilip says Modi is an example of unpredictability. All right. So he is naming certain leaders he thinks, you know, has come to power when it was least expected. All right. So I like that Dilip is getting more specific. Can we all also get more specific? If we look at Delhi, we also saw Aam Aadmi Party coming to power 10 years before. Could we have imagined a party like Aam Aadmi Party coming to power? Maybe not, right? If we go, say, 100 years back, right? 100 years back, could we have imagined a Dalit woman coming to power, becoming the main head of a state? Do you think 100 years ago, with so many caste atrocities going on, do you think a Dalit woman had that much power that she could, come to power and lead a state? And there's double discrimination. She's a Dalit and she's a woman. And I'm talking about 100 years back. Do you think that's possible? Yes or no? Can I have responses, please? No, correct? Is Nidhi correct, everyone? Can I have everyone responding? Why are you guys not responding today? Do you think 100 years back, when we were discriminating so much on the basis of caste, do you think we could have imagined a Dalit woman coming to power and leading a state? No, right? So we couldn't imagine something like that, but Mayawati did it for 4 terms in UP, which is the biggest state of India, right? So that's what democracy does for you. It creates opportunities. It's so unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen next, and it gives you a sense of ownership. It gives you the power to fight for yourself, right? So with that, we move forward to study more examples about the unpredictability of democracy. And when we do that, these were the two numbers we studied in the last class. The first number meant the number of state parties, including all parties of India. And what did this number mean? What did this number mean? Amazing. So it meant national parties, right? So the national parties of India was 7 in number. And today we are going to study about these national parties in detail, right? And it's very, very important to understand each and every national party. We don't just have BJP and Congress. We have total of 7 national parties. So we're going to study each and every party in detail, try to understand their history, try to understand and grasp the party's main motives, right? Their main ideologies. The first party we're obviously going to study is Congress Party. You have studied about Congress Party in detail. You also wrote about the history of Congress Party. So I'm sure you're aware about it. We won't get into a lot of details related to it, but we'll study some of the main factors, right? So the first factor is, in the pre-independence time, Congress was established. It was established to fight the British rule. And at the time of establishment, it was a movement. It was a movement working for independence of the country, right? So it wasn't to gain power and become the leaders of India. It started against the Britishers to gain independence, right? So it was gaining independence was their main aim. Then, so in this nationalist movement, in going against Britishers, it wasn't just Congress was an umbrella term for a lot of different ideologies to come together and fight the outsiders. So it's basically like हमारे घर में अगर कोई बाहर का इंसान अंदर आ रहा है और हमसे लड़ने के लिए आ रहा है, तो इवन इफ हमारे घर के अंदर डिफरेंसेस हैं, हम वो डिफरेंसेस भूल कर यूनाइट होकर और बाहर वाले से पहले फाइट करेंगे, उसके बाद हम घर के डिफरेंसेस देखेंगे, राइट? तो इसीलिए इस टाइम पर कांग्रेस एक बहुत बड़ी अम्ब्रेला टर्म थी, जिसके अंदर डिफरेंट आइडियाज साथ में मिलकर बाहर वाले ब्रिटिशर्स से फाइट कर रहे थे अपनी आजादी के लिए, राइट? आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस इट बिकेम अ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, और अब वो अपने घर की लड़ाई सुलझाने में लग गए, राइट? या फिर उसके अगेंस्ट फाइट करने में लग गए। तो घर के जितने अलग अलग लोग थे, जिनके अलग अलग आइडियोलॉजीज थे, अब वो लोग सब स्प्लिट हो गए और कांग्रेस पार्टी एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बन गई जो अपनी पावर के लिए लड़ रही थी। मतलब घर के अंदर ही जो सबसे ऊपर होगा, जो मुखिया होगा घर का, उस पोजीशन के लिए कांग्रेस स्टार्टेड फाइटिंग, राइट? नाउ उनका मेन आइडियोलॉजी क्या है? उनकी मेन आइडियोलॉजी है द पावर ऑफ सेक्युलरिज्म. दे बिलीव दैट ऑल रिलीजियंस आर इक्वल. दे बिलीव इन ऑल राउंड डेवलपमेंट. दे बिलीव इन डेवलपमेंट से आपको नेहरू जी याद रखने चाहिए, एंड हाउ ही promoted industrialization, how he promoted the construction of dams, how he was bringing in modernization. Along with that, हक के लिए लड़ना, right? So equal right, welfare of minorities, these were the main ideas of Congress, right? Are all of these points clear? Initially it started as a nationalist movement, then it became a political party, then, and its main ideologies are working for equal rights, working to treat all religions equally, working for secularism. Along with that, it works for minorities and overall development. Are all these points clear? Yes or no? Amazing, Sanya. Thank you. Clear only to Sanya? Is it clear to rest of you? Thank you, Shiva. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you, Shehbaz. One more time, Didi. Okay. आर्यन, आजादी से पहले कांग्रेस लड़ती थी ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ, आजादी के बाद कांग्रेस लड़ती थी पावर में आने के लिए. टू कम टू पावर, इट बिकेम अ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी दैट वांटेड टू रूल ओवर इंडिया. तो आजादी के बाद इट वाज फाइटिंग फॉर पावर. उनके मेन आइडियाज क्या थे? वो डेवलपमेंट पे काम करना चाहते थे, वो हर धर्म को इक्वल ट्रीट करते थे, और वो बराबरी को, इक्वालिटी को सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस देते थे. अभी क्लियर है आर्यन? ओके, अमेजिंग. Now we are going to move to another party whose symbol we have seen a lot of times. Okay, what does this symbol mean? And can you recall where did you see the symbol? Naxalite. Okay, and what does this mean? In 9th you saw this symbol. Amazing. So in Naxalite you saw it, and what did I write beneath this symbol? What does this mean? Can you spot the difference between, okay, Soviet Union, right to farmers? Both are correct. Party of the people, no. Farmers freedom. The exact words I wrote was farmers revolt. Can you recall it? And what was the difference in those two symbols? The one I taught you in 9th and the one you are seeing right now was that here there is a crop, and otherwise there was an arrow here. Do you remember that here there was an arrow, जिसको हमने इसको बो एंड एरो की तरह बना रखा था, और अभी यहाँ पे एक क्रॉप है. Yes, it is for crop, Ram. Okay, amazing. So this is the symbol of the second nationalist party of India, which is called the Communist Party of India. Okay, earlier when I showed you the symbol, I showed it to you for Naxalism, and I also showed it to you for Soviet Union, which was against capitalism, which was socialist, and which was against USA. And the symbol was somewhat like this. Instead of this crop, there was an arrow here. यहाँ पर ये arrow होता था, और इसको हम bow की तरह treat करते थे, और हमने इसके नीचे लिखा था farmers revolt, जहां पर ये जो एक भाला, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं इसको? I forgot what it's called. What do we call it? What is this called? नहीं, धनुष नहीं, धनुष तो हमने बनाया था. खुरपी, सिक्कर, कटर, राइट? तो ये कटर एक तरीके से बो एंड एरो बन जाता है when farmers are revolting, right? Because this is a symbol of the farmers. Now this party changed that symbol and included, instead of that arrow, instead of that revolt symbol, it included crops here, right? And it included this cutter here. So this party, can you guess what does this party mainly works for? Who does this party mainly work for? Farmers, right? So it works for, it fights for farmers, it works for farmer rights, it works towards equality. It's a workers' party, right? So that's the main party. It is a very old party. It was established in 1925. Okay. Its main ideology is that it works for laborers and workers. It opposes capitalism. Which was the country that opposed capitalism the most? We studied it during the Cold War time. when we were studying Cold War. America supports capitalism. Which one opposed capitalism? Not China, Pradum. It was Russia, right? So this party has been formed taking ideas from Russia. It has been formed by taking ideas from Communist Party of Russia, right? And it is formed on those ideologies only, copying ideas from Russia and how they oppose capitalism. Okay. Now, what happened was some people in this party believed that capitalism is not that bad. So, as you know or you don't know, that China is actually communist, but it supports capitalism. What it says is, हमें सब में बराबरी लानी है, पर वो बराबरी की कॉस्ट पर हम डेवलपमेंट को नहीं छोड़ेंगे, राइट? बराबरी लाने के लिए याद है हमने वो रेस करी थी जिसके अंदर कुछ लोग आगे जा रहे थे, कुछ पीछे रह रहे थे, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ बर्थ, राइट? एंड USA believed in hard work and these people believed in equality. So for them, the main aim was to bring everyone to the equal starting point, right? And because of that, they were suffering in development and they were not getting developed, Russia, right? Do you remember that part? Why Russia was not getting development? It was fighting for equality, but in that fight, they were not developing that much, right? So कुछ लोग थे इसी कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी के अंदर जिन्होंने कहा कि ठीक है, आपके सब आइडियाज अच्छे हैं, हमें वर्कर्स के हक के लिए खड़ा होना चाहिए, हमें बराबरी के लिए खड़ा होना चाहिए, बट आप लोग एकदम ही कैपिटलिज्म के खिलाफ हो, तो हम डेवलपमेंट कैसे करेंगे? अगर हम इंडस्ट्रीज नहीं बनाएंगे, हम समय के साथ नहीं चलेंगे, तो हम डेवलपमेंट कैसे करेंगे, राइट? तो इंस्टेड ऑफ फॉलोइंग द मॉडल ऑफ रशिया, वी शुड फॉलो द मॉडल ऑफ चाइना. हम बराबरी लाएंगे, सरकार ही सारा लैंड ओन करेगी, ठीक है, और सरकार ही इक्वली डिवाइड करेगी, बट साथ साथ सरकार डेवलपमेंट भी करेगी, सरकार इंडस्ट्रीज भी ग्रो करेगी, राइट? तो उसकी वजह से इनकी आइडियोलॉजी में स्प्लिट आ गया. एक एरिया सपोर्ट करता था रशिया टाइप की कम्युनिज्म को, जिसके अंदर बराबरी लानी थी बट कैपिटलिज्म के खिलाफ था. दूसरा जो ग्रुप था वो सपोर्ट करता था इक्वालिटी को, बट वो कहता था कि हमें कैपिटलिज्म भी साथ करना है, राइट? तो उसके वजह से ये पार्टी स्प्लिट हो गई दो पार्टीज के अंदर. एक पार्टी सपोर्ट करती है रशिया टाइप की लीडरशिप और एक पार्टी सपोर्ट करती है चाइना टाइप की लीडरशिप. तो एक पार्टी का नाम था कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, जो कि ये वाली पार्टी है, और जब ये स्प्लिट हुई तो एक और पार्टी बन गई जिसका नाम है कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया मार्क्सिस्ट. नाउ दिस सिंबल इज मोर क्लोज टू द नक्सलिज्म सिंबल. इसके अंदर एक ही डिफरेंस है कि एरो की जगह हथौड़ा है. दैट मेक्स इट मोर क्लियर दैट वी वर्क फॉर फार्मर्स and hathoda is a symbol of workers, industrial workers. So we work towards building in more capitalism and also for workers rights. तो हम और इंडस्ट्रीज बनाएंगे, बट हम लेबरर्स को भी sorry Ram, I can't start from the starting because you came late, but please watch the recording, okay? तो हम लेबरर्स के हक के लिए भी लड़ेंगे. इतना पार्ट क्लियर है कि ये स्प्लिट क्यों आया? ओके राम, आई विल रिवाइज. ये स्प्लिट क्यों आया, ये समझ आया कि इनके और इनके आइडियाज. ओके राम, एक और बार रिवाइज करते हैं. इस पार्टी का मेन आइडिया था कि ये लोग फाइट करेंगे फार्मर्स के लिए, वर्कर्स के लिए. ये लोग कैपिटलिज्म एकदम अपोज करते थे, एकदम सोवियत यूनियन की तरह. तो इन्हीं की पार्टी के अंदर प्रॉब्लम हो गई. कुछ लोग कहने लग गए कि हम एकदम ही कैपिटलिज्म को अपोज नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज दैट इज आवर फ्यूचर. डेवलपमेंट, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन इज आवर फ्यूचर. हम वर्कर्स के हक के लिए लड़ेंगे, बट हमें डेवलपमेंट भी चाहिए, राइट? उसकी वजह से इस पार्टी में स्प्लिट आ गया और ये एक बड़ी पार्टी दो पार्टीज में डिवाइड हो गई. एक पार्टी का नाम था कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया जो सोवियत यूनियन जैसे चल रही थी, जो कैपिटलिज्म को अपोज करती है। और दूसरी पार्टी का नाम हो गया कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, मार्क्सिस्ट, सिर्फ एम का फर्क है, राइट। और ये वाली जो पार्टी है ये चाइना को सपोर्ट करती है, चाइना के आइडियाज को सपोर्ट करती है। तो ये कहती है कि हम बराबरी करेंगे बट हम डेवलपमेंट भी करेंगे। जैसे चाइना कितनी ज्यादा इंडस्ट्रीज ग्रो कर रही है, कितनी ज्यादा डेवलपमेंट कर रही है, वही हमारा एम है। हम वर्कर्स के हक के लिए लड़ेंगे बट उसके साथ साथ हम डेवलपमेंट भी करेंगे। यही डिफरेंस है प्रदूम, अभी समझ आया? They are pro-capitalist and they support China's idea of development, and they are anti-capitalist, they support Russia's idea of equality and development. Is it now clear? Okay Ram, okay your buddy. Ram abhi clear hai, batao? Thank you Aftab. Whoever is writing this big yes, can you write one yes? Thank you Nidhi. Thank you Shehbaz. Thank you Sanya. Please, I'm waiting for everyone. This is a little complicated, okay? Thank you, Mahima. All right. Rest of you. Ankit, is it clear? Aditya Mishra, तुम कहाँ गायब हो? Aditya Vishwakarma. Okay, amazing. Right. Akash, is it clear? Right, great. So, let's now study about this new party that was formed. Do you remember when was CPI formed? In which year? In which year was CPI formed? Communist Party of India. The only difference is of M. Remember that. When was CPI formed? 1925. Amazing. Now, no, Pradum wrong. Nidhi and Amit are correct. 1925. Now let's look at CPIM. Now, why was it formed in 1964? Can you tell me? If the question comes, give reasons. CPIM was formed after CPI. CPIM was formed in 1964. What is the reason? What is the reason for formation of CPIM in 1964? Why has this not been formed in 1925? Can we all respond, please? Can anybody answer? Why 1964? Because difference in their ideas took place after 1960. Amazing. So before 1964, CPIM was a part of CPI, right? They were together. 1925, both of them were together. The difference of ideas, difference of ideology, their split, that came in 1964. That is why this new party was formed. Okay? Is this clear? Change in mindset. They wanted capitalism. They were pro-capitalism. So they had a split in the party. Amazing, right? Now this party also works towards democracy and secularism. Its main function, like this symbol suggests, is to work for in the interest of farmers, in the interest of workers, and in the interest of landless laborers. Is this clear? Ram, please call me after class. Ram, can you please call me after class? ओके, आफ्ताब, ये जो पार्टी है ये नई फॉर्म हुई, न्यू फॉर्म हुई, क्योंकि ये पार्टी सीपीआई के अंदर से इमर्ज हुई है. ओके, सो इट वाज फॉर्म्ड इन 1964, दैट्स व्हाई. राइट, कैन वी मूव फॉरवर्ड? इट्स वेरी सिंपल गाइज, लेट डोंट ओवर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. सीपीआई जो थी, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इंपीरियलिज्म अमित? सीपीआई जो थी, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, वो कैपिटलिज्म के ऑपोजिट थी, वो अपोज करती थी, जस्ट लाइक रशिया. ठीक है, तो पहले जो ये लोग थे, ये लोग भी सीपीआई के अंदर थे, बट देन दे स्टार्टेड सपोर्टिंग कैपिटलिज्म, दे स्टार्टेड सीइंग, चाइना को देखने लगे, उन्होंने देखा कि हम बराबरी ला सकते हैं, डेवलपमेंट के साथ भी पॉसिबल है बराबरी लाना. पर उधर ही कुछ लोग थे जो कहते थे नहीं, डेवलपमेंट के साथ बराबरी नहीं आ सकती, जितनी डेवलपमेंट होगी उतनी अमीर और गरीब में डिफरेंस आता रहेगा. ठीक है, उसकी वजह से पार्टी स्प्लिट होके दो हाफ्स में हो गई. एक एक पार्ट सपोर्ट करता था डेवलपमेंट को, कैपिटलिज्म को, एक पार्ट अपोज करता था डेवलपमेंट को, कैपिटलिज्म को. जो पार्ट अपोज करता था वाज कॉल्ड सीपीआई, जो पार्ट सपोर्ट करता था 1964 में उसने नई पार्टी बनाई जिसका नाम है सीपीआईएम. अब क्लियर हुआ राम? अभी क्लियर हुआ आफ्ताब? Amit Yadav, I didn't understand imperialism question mark question mark. Can you be more clear? Okay Ram, call me up. इससे ज्यादा नहीं अभी मैं explain कर सकती. I'll speak to you on phone. आफ्ताब अभी clear है? Imperialism माने British rule of the imperial. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to watch this video. It is a very interesting video. I'm sending you the link. One moment. And it is about the party that is in power right now. So which is the party that's in power right now? Central government किसके हाथ में अभी? BJP, right? So we are going to watch the history of BJP. I have sent you the link. Please go to this link, watch it. Once you're done, write done on the chat. Watch this video and come back. Aryan, you have to watch this video and come back. Thank you for reminding, Pradeep. So the part of BJP we are studying is the history of BJP. How did BJP come into being? उसकी शुरुआत कैसे हुई, राइट? तो सबसे पहले शुरुआत कैसे हुई? सबसे पहले शुरुआत हुई कांग्रेस के खिलाफ खड़े होने में. तो जो पहली पार्टी बनी उसका नाम था भारतीय जनता दल, जो कांग्रेस के खिलाफ ऑपोजिशन में खड़ी हुई, राइट? उसके बाद भारतीय जनता, अभी आ रही है आफ्ताब? ओके, भारतीय जनता दल बनने के बाद जब पार्टी खड़ी हुई कांग्रेस के खिलाफ, तो वो इतनी ज्यादा पॉपुलर नहीं हुई, ठीक है? 2-4 उन्होंने सीट कमाई, बट बहुत ज्यादा सीटें वो लोग नहीं कमा पाए. तो उन्होंने क्या किया? उन्होंने कोएलिशन करी और एक और पार्टी बनाई जिसका नाम था जनता पार्टी. जनता पार्टी क्या था? एक ही पार्टी नहीं थी, उसमें भारतीय जनता दल भी था और उसके साथ साथ कुछ और पार्टियां भी थी जिन्होंने मिलके गठबंधन किया, मिले, साथ में ज्वाइन किया. दे जॉइंड हैंड्स so that they can defeat the Congress party, right? After Janata Party, after this coalition could not work out. This is the time when Morarji Desai came to power. This coalition did not work out, and then this party was split again. And when this was split again, the original Bharatiya Janata Dal changed its name and changed it into Bharatiya Janata Party, right? And that's how Bharatiya Janata Party came into formation. So initially it was called Bharatiya Janata Dal. It wasn't alone working to defeat Congress. So it formed a coalition with other parties and formed Janata Party. This coalition was split again because the coalition in itself was having a lot of issues inside amongst the different parties. So when it split again, something that was originally Bharatiya Janata Dal changed its name and it was now called Bharatiya Janata Party, which was an independent party. Is this journey clear? हम पहले भारतीय जनता दल थे, फिर हमने कोएलिशन करी बाकी पार्टीज के साथ, पावर में आने के लिए हमने जनता पार्टी बनाई, फिर ये कोएलिशन वर्क नहीं करी तो हमने स्प्लिट लिया और हमने भारतीय जनता पार्टी फॉर्म करी, राइट? थैंक यू शिवा, थैंक यू अशरफ, थैंक यू सानिया, थैंक यू उमर, थैंक यू दिलीप. So Bharatiya Janata Party is a very important national level party. Initially it was called Bharatiya Jan Sangh, okay, or also Bharatiya Janata Dal. It's Bharatiya Jan Sangh दिमाग में रखते हैं. Bharatiya Jan Sangh was established in 1951. फिर उसके बाद उसने मर्ज किया जनता पार्टी के साथ, कोएलिशन फॉर्म करी 1977 में. उसके बाद जनता पार्टी सरवाइव नहीं कर पाई, उसके अंदर बहुत सारे अंदर के इश्यूज थे जिसकी वजह से वो पार्टी स्प्लिट हो गई और भारतीय जनसंघ ने अपने आप को नया नाम दिया और वो नया नाम था भारतीय जनता पार्टी, जो 1980 में बनी, इस्टेब्लिश हुई. ये पार्टी के दो मेन काम है. ये इंडियन कल्चर और ट्रेडिशन को सपोर्ट करती है, ये हिंदुइज्म को सपोर्ट करती है जैसे इसका सिंबल सजेस्ट करता है, and also it supports national unity or it supports nationalism because lotus is also a national flower and it is also a flower that is given a lot of importance in Hinduism. So those are its two main ideas as we studied before. Is this clear? Initially it was Bharatiya Jan Sangh, then it was Janata Party, then it was Bharatiya Janata Party. Clear? Amazing. Thank you. All right. After this, I don't want to move forward today because I feel all of you will get confused. We have done 4 parties. We will do 3 more in the next class, right? I will try to take another class in this. I don't think it's possible. Let's meet on Monday only. But we will continue with this. Please work on it yourselves. It is a tough chapter. Please keep on reading it. Okay? I hope you all understood today. Thank you so much for engaging. We are going to stop here. if you have any doubts, please call me. If you don't understand, please call me, or please send me a voice note. I will definitely respond. Yes, Ram. All right, bye. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Bye, Akash. Bharatiya Jan Sangh and Bharatiya Janata Dal you have mentioned are different parties. No, Divya, I got confused. You have to mention only Bharatiya Jan Sangh. Don't worry about Bharatiya Janata Dal. They have not mentioned it, so I shouldn't also mention it. So, Divya, you will be studying Bharatiya Jan Sangh, then Janata Party, then Bharatiya Janata Party. Only 3 parts. Ram, I don't know when I will come. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Ending the call. Bye.